Hi Sagittarius, all is well and happy Friday. We're finally at the weekend. I know for a lot of y'all that makes you feel good. I literally work 7 days a week, but let's get on with it, Sag, because I feel like this feels like a good weekend. And to be honest, it really feels like your energy is very calm and kind of gentle for sure, right? Because you are like, especially if you find yourself in some, and it does feel like that, limbo energy with people. I just feel like you're being gentle with people, and that's how you're treating them, you know, which is good. Underneath the deck is the Fool. So there may also be some adventure involved in your weekend, but all of the energies look like they feel really good to you, to be honest. No major stress factors. I don't see any stress in your weekend at all. It is possible that you're connecting with someone, or that someone may be making a move towards you, but I'm actually seeing this as mostly your energy, because it feels like you're flowing in King of Wands and and Queen of Wands energy, which is very good sign for me, because it feels like it's like you're feminine and you're masculine, even though technically, the wands would be mostly masculine energy. It just feels like there's a very balanced energy within you this weekend. And I feel like, especially if you feel like you're in energies with people, it doesn't feel like something is being resolved, but it feels like just being okay with where it is, and not being overly aggressive, being soft about it. It actually feels pretty good to me. I hope I'm explaining that well, to be honest, and you may be getting out into the world doing something new. Great adventures here, which always reminds me of like the Eight of Wands or the Knight of Wands. And that would be a really good idea for you, Sagittarius, because, get out there and do something new. Maybe even explore a new place. It's going to make you see, like, possibility, like what is possible. And I find that even when I go out for a walk and I start to look at trees, but I feel like you may be exploring something this weekend that, like, uncovers a hidden interest. Maybe something you're discovering an interest that you probably didn't even know you had. And that often happens when we, go somewhere new or do something new or open ourselves up to something new. And it's really, really good. Because there's awakening here and rediscover yourself. Are you hiding yourself to please others? But what are your interests? And it just feels like something you're doing. It could also be something that you haven't done in a while that makes you see, oh, yeah. It just really makes you feel good, because it feels so abundant this weekend. If we're looking at the King of Wands, and this is really asking for what kind of weekend it's going to be, and what you are in the energy of the Knight of Cups. So can really be about feeling good, romanticizing life. The Knight of Cups is a very good energy that way, and it's you just, feeling like you're moving forward, feeling positive about moving forward. And with this card, the Leo, or the strength element of things, is behind the King of Wands. That's kind of saying that your challenges are behind you, or you're in front of them. You know what I mean? And so I feel, though, what's surprising is I do feel like you felt like you were going to have to end something with someone. Like there was nothing good that could come out of it, right? But I feel like what you're finding is that there is something still there that is good. And, you know, with the Ten of Swords reversed, that kind of is like holding on to stuff. And it just kind of feels like there's something that's turning around in that, not holding on to things anymore. You know, it kind of feels like this is with others. You know, just... And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel like you're resolving issues. It just feels like you're not really focused on the issues. You know, and maybe finding that there is still something good there. You know, it's not all a wash, basically. And I feel like that's you too, embracing what is good. You know, and I feel like this weekend, actually, Queen of Wands, you are like really feeling good and feeling like, you know, you could also be getting out there connecting with new people, but I feel like you're going to find that no matter what you do, because you're leading in a positive way, which is what the Queen of Wands does, I feel like you might find some really good conversation this weekend. You know, Ace of Swords with the Three of Cups. That could be connecting with new people, because of course that's a beginning. But it's some really good, honest conversations coming in. And that can be, you know, part of this Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords reversed. You know, and it just is like, you know, we can hold on to what the problems are, or we could just move forward, you know, and it really feels that way, whether it is that you're clearing the air with existing people in your life or connecting with people who see you, you know, and who there is more clarity and honesty with. I mean, it just feels so great. It feels so great. And this is not a weekend of major change, to be honest with you. It isn't. Because you do have some major arcanas, but it doesn't feel as if it's something that's happening. It just feels like they're there. You know, you knowing that there are decisions that need to be made, possibly. You know, but also knowing that everything's going to be okay. With the Queen of Swords and the World card, you know, you could be receiving information. That's what I always think with the Queen of Swords. You could be being honest with yourself or with others. But, you know, the Queen of Swords for me is mostly a listening energy. And I just feel like it's not really about that. It is thinking about the future for sure, but it feels more like living in the moment, you know, not keeping to yourself anymore, kind of embracing life and getting out there in life and feeling good about it. And if you do that, right, whatever it is that you do, get out into the world, things are going to seem more possible. You know, I love this. This is beautiful, actually. People affecting your weekend are interesting. Because homeless came here, but don't take that literally. It's just, I feel like it's the wandering energy, right? I feel like if you get out into the world and you may be really connecting with people you don't know, you know, kind of, Sagittarius loves the wandering energy. And I feel like if you do that, you will be, you know, maybe it's just, you know, encountering people you don't know, because this is, you could be connecting with a stranger while you're wandering. And it just feels like you're going to feel good about it. You know, it's going to feel like art. And that is the art of Sagittarius, the way we can go out and just kind of talk to anybody. And I feel like that's what you're feeling. You know, it feels like you're just wandering. You know, and it will give you that sense of life being art. You know, of like really cultivating again, not knowing, you know, because that's the Queen of Wands. I don't know how things will work out. I just learn as I go, right? And I feel like you might be connecting with some people you don't know. And I feel like it makes you feel good. It makes things feel possible to you. I just saw 1111 too, by the way. So let's take a look at the mystery cards. So we have black hole, attractive, unpredictable secret, daydream, remote refuge, and rock, perseverance, strength. Okay. I feel like you don't know what's going to happen, Sagittarius. But you just know that some things that, especially the hard time, like you definitely are having an adventure. I don't know what you're doing, and you may like really not like say to yourself, I can't go out and do this. So you may hesitate with just doing it, but you know, you're completing a cycle here, and it's been hard, but definitely getting out of that energy, I feel like. And I feel like you might go out, you know, this weekend and just do something you haven't done, have a little adventure. So let's take a look and see what's going on in relationships. So it's super interesting starting off with the devil. Oh boy, Sagittarius. It feels like someone you maybe want something more serious from someone, and it's like there's feelings here, Sagittarius, but with the devil, it's also realizing it's not good for you because either they're in a relationship already, or they're just not interested in commitment. And I kind of, gosh, yeah, look at this. The Tower, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Ay, ay, ay. Jesus. I feel like this was someone that you were afraid to let go of, right? But it's kind of like just in case they wanted to work things out. But with the Three of Pentacles and being here, I do really feel like you were afraid to lose this person, but it's kind of like I've waited for them to do the right thing, and now it's just time for me to move on to something else, right? You're making a decision here that this doesn't work for you. Yeah, look at this. And this may, like, a commitment specifically may be something that you fight about with this person. Ooh. But interestingly enough, This brings in another lover. It actually does, Sag. 7 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. I feel like you are wary because, you know, that I feel like it's just experience, you know, and not being sure if this person is the real deal or they just, you know, love bombing you because you are in this Queen of Pentacles mode of doing what's good for you and everything else can go, right? Okay, Page of Cups, 6 of Swords. This person may be at a distance from you too. But this person's been, oh, look at this. They've been alone for a long time. And they're ready for love. Look at this. And so this person is interested in you. They want to get together with you. I just feel like you may still be kind of reeling from the past. You know, and not even really sure whether you want another relationship. That's what I'm feeling, right? The 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups can also say, though, because with the 10 of Pentacles being here, you are interested in something real and something committed, maybe even more practical. And I will tell you what, this person has promise, believe it or not. So I will look at that in the extended, but you know, it's really interesting because of the Lovers being there. You know, and if you've been following, there has been this kind of flow for Sagittarius. You know, I just feel like you're not sure whether you're open to it. You're not sure, but we will take a look in the extended and also take a look at this adventure. See what. Maybe even, you know, with these strangers you may be interacting with. Interesting. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your weekend energy. Toodles.